comes that corner. I make the left, and I give it the exact same juice that I gave the F80 every single time. And it was just a stupid rookie moment that I did not expect. Because on the G80, on the F80, the torque is all down low. It's instantaneous power, and it just slides so easily. The G80, it was a little higher up in the rev range. So what happened, I gave it gas like I did on the F80, and then it basically like kicked in. I wasn't ready for it. It bucked me one way, bucked me the other way, and then I lost control. And then boom, right into the grass, right into a fence. Welcome back to episode 3. My name is Franco, and you're watching the Shift Talkers podcast. What's up, boys?
What's going on? Again.
Howdy.
We started about, an hour late?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, we did.
Just out of curiosity.
They're gonna single.
There's one person in this group that for whatever reason just
And don't look at the black dude.
runs on Venezuelan time. Okay.
So now we know who it is. I mean, generally they run on CP time. You know what I'm saying? Color
And
people
if
time.
anybody who knows me, I'm always
My
late.
heart is on California, brother.
Yeah, he's on California time. No, but honestly, since I've known you, you haven't been late.
See?
You've
Exactly.
actually been extremely punctual.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
We'll see how long it lasts. But so I believe it or not, I actually have a whole vlog that we recorded of us going. I forget where we were going that day. I don't even know. But Tony was late, and we made the whole vlog about being
Oh my
late.
God. You put me on the fryer.
And he calls me the next day, dude. You roasted me so bad on that podcast.
Was that when we were
on
going
that
down south?
Vlog.
No, he was on time.
No,
down south.
actually,
No,
was
that was on
for
time.
Cars and Coffee.
It was a Cars and Coffee. It was a local one.
Yeah, it is.
You know, but so listen, we're on episode 3. All right, and this one we're gonna talk about German cars.
Oh my God, I love this.
We're gonna talk about German cars. The first thing I want to get into is the cheat code of all cars these days. It's not a Hellcat, in my opinion. G80 M3. G80 M3.
Concur.
So I want to know, do you guys, first of all, do you like the G80? What are your thoughts on it? And do you believe that it is a cheat code?
It is. It is. I'm not a BMW guy, but I will tell you right now, that freaking thing is made by steroids. Yeah.
Maybe what?
Well, no.
Historians
not made
or
by-
steroids?
Yes. Yeah, it's steroids.
Made on,
yes.
oh, it's like a car, steroids.
Yes,
Oh, I got it.
it is. It is. I'm sorry.
We're just busting your balls.
Yeah, yes.
Because of him. He told me. he said he translated Tony. He speaks Tony.
I wonder if there's a plug-in in ChatGPT that automatically translates.
Yeah, it's just gonna be open, these captions anytime
Captions
he's
and
on the
everything.
camera.
Yeah, it will be easier. Hey, listen, no, it is.
Well,
It
the first
is
time
an absolute machine.
Yes.
Let me tell you right now, that freaking toy, it came out with muscle.
Well, you drove mine,
Oh
right?
my God.
And you actually, well, tell us your experience about that.
That thing scared me. It scared the shit out of me, man. I will tell you right now.
Damn.
I remember
I mean, you used to drive a Porsche, and then you have that beast that want to go like everywhere. And talking about everywhere, right? You know, what is your thoughts about the G80? You have a really good experience about it, right?
If you watched episode 1, we briefly touched upon the fact that fences somehow like to jump out at me. So I guess this will be the episode we talk about that, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yes.
All right, we're going a little off track, but I figure let's fuck it. Let's just jump into it. So I had an F80 before I had the G80, and
I love that F80.
Yeah, that's a whole other topic. I fucking love that
Yeah,
car.
the dream of a car.
Yes. So I'm riding with Marcelo and I'm riding with Iggy, and they both have G82s and a G80, and I had the F80. I couldn't keep up, so I couldn't keep up, and I love the cars, and I'm like, I gotta get one. So I pulled the trigger on one. I got one. I'm so excited because I finally found the spec that I want. It was Atlantis Metallic.
Oh, shit.
It was a manual 6-speed. It made about 750 to the wheels ish. 700, something like that. I forget the exact number. I pretty much bought it like that. It came as is. And if you know me, you know that the F80, I swung that car sideways every single chance I got, and I got pretty good at it. And this is one particular turn that I take pretty much on a daily basis that It's a left-hand turn. It's just so comfortable for me, and I would just swing the car out sideways, swing it out every day, day after day, because that car was so predictable, the F80. So I get the G80 delivered. Spent hours getting it off the truck because it was so low, carbon fiber everywhere. You know, I put it away for the night. I don't even have a day to fucking drive it or get used to it. The next day, we have a Cars and Coffee. We get all the boys together.
You were so excited.
I was
that
so
day.
excited. I get amped up. Like I was just, you know, and comes that corner. I make the left and I give it the exact same juice that I gave the F80 every single time. And it was just a stupid rookie moment that I did not expect. The car.
No, I don't think it was a rookie. I disagree with you. I think that you're a really good driver, but you underestimate that car by miles.
Yeah, but I should have taken the time to know where the torque curve came in. Because on the G80, on the F80, the torque is all down low. It's instantaneous power, and it just slides so easily. The G80, it was a little higher up in the rev range. So what happened, I gave it gas like I did on the F80, and then it basically like kicked in. I wasn't ready for it. It bucked me one way, bucked me the other way, and then I lost control. And then boom, right into the grass, right into a fence. Luckily, I didn't take out a pole. I didn't hurt anybody. I didn't destroy anything. The carbon fiber grills on the front came out. I destroyed the front lip and a little bit of PPF. That's it. That's all.
Listen, for what I saw, because I was right behind you, and for what I saw, you know, the thing, it was dramatic, like big time. But then when we went to spec the car, it was nothing, brother.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I have it on video. I'll show you the video right here.
Yeah, it was just cosmetic pretty much.
It's all cosmetic.
Yeah.
All cosmetic.
So
Got it fixed. But so when you saw that unfolding, right, from behind, what were you thinking? Because you've seen me drift that turn often.
I thought at the beginning, I mean, but let me tell you this. This is a matter of 3 seconds. The largest 3 seconds.
Yes, it was
of
definitely a
your
long
life,
3
right?
seconds for sure.
But I'm seeing you going. Yeah, you're going to the left. Usual, you know, as always, right? But then I'm seeing you going sideways again. It's like, oh, he's gonna just swim up.
So you thought it was going to 360 it or something?
No, not a 3. I'm sorry.
You thought I was going to 360 it or
No,
something?
no. I think that you want to start like tailgating.
Oh,
you know,
so the old Scandinavian
yeah,
flick.
exactly, and up to the corner. It's like this guy is gonna push that G80, but then that when you swung to the right, oh dear God, yeah, you went like a bullet,
Dude.
Yeah, that was like boom.
The crazy thing is that, like, if you watch that video, you won't hear any reaction from me. You won't hear like, oh shit, or oh fuck, or no. It was just like, it was a level of calm, and then I just
Accepted the fate.
I accepted the fate. It's exactly the word I was looking for. I accepted my fate. I realized I fucked up, you know. And had I just gotten in that car, drove it for a couple of days before I acted like an idiot, it wouldn't have happened that way.
No, but
it was a learning
but you did it
experience.
right. You did it right because what is the very first thing that they told you when you're on the track? Keep the wheel, push the brakes.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. You know, and you did exactly right. The thing is that you were on the opposite side, you know, of the thing. But
And
you
honestly,
did it
like
right.
I never got better at driving that car. Honestly, I never got better at driving that car. I didn't have it for too long.
It's a beast.
It's very difficult to drive, in my opinion. I used to swing it sometimes, but it did scare me, especially on E85. And there were a couple times where Iggy would actually tell you, because he was there and he would make fun of me. I would literally bang a U-turn, give it too much gas, and actually spin facing traffic. You know, like you've actually seen me do that on Winter Garden Village over there. You know, and it's just I could not get that car to be predictable. The F80 to me was so much more predictable. But I also felt like that car was going to kill me.
Like, it is. I mean, G80 is wild.
Yeah.
It's savage. It's, you know, you probably should spend like a good 2 or 3 years with that car.
Honestly,
to get
I'm
into
okay
it.
with not getting that car ever again. If I ever got that car again, because I did love it, I would get.
It's a nice car. It's a
competition,
beautiful
yeah,
car.
great daily competition, all-wheel drive, automatic this time.
Yeah, that's I think the BMW M3 M4 is the bang for the buck.
I agree.
I mean, for those who, you know, are prepping, you know, I'm going going vertical on his way to get a supercar stuff. I mean, BMW all day long.
It's
Man.
definitely a great stepping stone. So, all right. So now that is finally out there, all right, you saw the video, you heard the comments on it. I want to put that to bed. I want to put that one.
We never,
never
never,
happened.
you know.
It never happened.
You know that every time that we're gonna get a beer,
Yeah,
that's gonna come
It's
up.
always gonna come up. In fact,
Yeah.
I still drive by there and I see the pole missing on the fence, and I'm like,
Oh well, but they're gonna build the park, so
that's
I
true.
mean,
It doesn't make a
they're
difference.
gonna, just get the fence out and just
Name
move
it
forward.
Franco's
Yeah,
Corner.
we're gonna move forward
Yeah.
in life.
All right. So actually, you know what's funny too? My friends were golfing across the street and they saw the whole thing happen, and they're like, "That's got to be Franco," because they heard it, and then they go up and
I
they
didn't
see
know
me
that.
sideways, and like, "That's got to be Franco." I think that's Franco, and yeah, whatever. All right, listen, let's change it up. I want to talk about a little bit about the cheat code that is G80. All right, and I also want to hear from you guys what you think the best generation of M3 is. That's what I want to know what you guys think. I want you to rate it, and I want you to tell me what generation you think is the best from the, E36. Is it E36?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't even remember.
E30.
E30, E36, E46. No.
E36 is one of the more in all the Beamer's car community. E36 is
I think it's
is
E30.
it is a thing. Yeah.
Like iconic wise, I think it's an E30. Just the look.
But there's no
Oh, yeah.
performance to those cars, though. Those cars were
Yeah, the
terrible as
E30
performance.
is the real BMW, you know.
I grew up on the
Short
E46.
nose, flat nose.
The E46 to me was I grew up wanting that car in Laguna Seca blue with a manual. In fact, I
Oh
loved
my
it.
God.
I loved it in
Seca blue.
convertible, hardtop convertible. I remember there was a guy, I think he was a drug dealer actually in my neighborhood, who had some really nice wheels. I think they were AC Schnitzers at the time.
Oh, the Schnitzers.
Yeah.
Damn, you bring it back old school.
They were. It was a Laguna Seca blue. It was a hardtop convertible and a manual, and it had I think like a Silverstone interior. To me, that was like one of the nicest cars. I looked past the was it the E90, the E92, the one that was on the cover of Need for Speed Most Wanted. Remember that the white
yeah.
one?
I was gonna say, like, out of all my the BMW M3s, I think E90 is probably my favorite, just for the motor, the sound.
The sound, but slow.
Slow, but
Sounds
Sound.
amazing. I
But
know.
it's a fun
it's what I
car.
have now. Slow, but it sounds.
No, your car is great for handling. That's why you got it.
Oh my
Your car's
god.
great for handling.
Are we doing this?
it sounds good when it rips
Hey,
those
no,
corners.
listen, yes, but I will tell you, please don't hate me, but I believe that BMW has come with such a great technology nowadays, and I'm inclined to say G80, is the car I love.
See, I
the
disagree. I think the best M3 ever made to date is the F80. The best M3 to date is the F80. To
Oh,
me,
I mean-
that generation, first of all, looks the best. I think it looks the best. It doesn't have the power that the G80 has, but the torque curve I love. I love the DCT trans on that car. I love everything about that car. It was just the right size. It wasn't too big yet. Because if you put the two cars side by side, F80 and G80 close, like side by side, you'll see that the F80 is much smaller. It's the size of an M3, whereas the G80 is the size of the old M5 or the old 5 Series. So I don't know. Comment down below. Let me know what you think the best generation of M3 is or M4. I'm curious to know what you think about it.
Well, it sounds like the F80 was more of like a visceral experience, where I know a lot of people say the G80 is kind of numb. I mean, again, it has the
Yeah,
technology.
more
Everyone
technology.
had their thoughts about the looks
Right.
of the G80,
Especially in the beginning when it first came out.
But look, the Mustang, when the last Mustang came out, everyone hated it. Now they love it. It's kind of everything.
It's true. Every car, or most cars, when they first come out, not everyone loves them. Some people love them, some people hate them, but they do end up growing on people.
It's got to grow on.
But I think that between like the F80 and the G80, there is such a gap, because I think that the G80 is like the starting of a new era of those cars.
I can see that.
Yeah, and it's hard to compare, because I'm a like 964 for me on Porsches. What I love the most, because there is that nostalgia,
Yeah.
about those cars. But yeah, compared to those, I think that all cars are great. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, I think if you're chasing numbers, the G80 is the way to go. If you want the driving experience, the F80 all day.
Yeah, look at Sebastian, on all the Alpinas that he has. I mean, those are beautiful cars.
Our buddy Sebastian's got a crazy collection of cars. His father loves the Alpinas. He loves the older cars. In fact, I think the newest car in his collection, he said, was a 2012 Mercedes. Wow. That's the newest car in his collection.
Yeah.
And he loves the older cars because you get a better driving experience
a
from
couple
him.
70s,
And they're built better.
You know my favorite BMWs? The 740IL.
Really?
And this, yeah.
Why IL? What's the IL?
I just liked it.
Isn't that
What is it?
Tupac's
Black,
the
it was
car of
gangster.
choice?
Yeah. Oh my God. No, he was in the newer one when he got.
Was he?
I think.
I'm saying it's like a rapper's car.
Isn't that a rapper's car?
A 740 is a rapper's car, bro.
What?
No, that's like big bougie. That's like the 760 Li with
Exactly.
the V12.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
back
with the
then
V12,
it wasn't
yeah.
a 760. That was
you talking
talking
the
about
740
Yeah,
and then
what's
the
the
740.
740? Is that?
There's a V8, the same body style, the long shark
the
body.
long, skinny
Yeah.
body. Yeah. That's a rapper's car, bro.
I guess it
not a
depends.
rapper's
I mean,
car.
we're talking performance versus
Put it on
luxury.
Giovanna wheels at the time. What was it?
No. Those you just kept on the regular wheels.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You don't ride on teenage
And
wheels.
I believe the wheel that people used to put on them when the newer model came out was the Style 95s. They came on there. Oh my God, those are
I couldn't tell you what that was, honestly.
I even put those same wheels. I bought them in Jacksonville and put them on my 5 Series.
You have a lot going on in Jacksonville, huh?
Tony missed that part.
Tony missed that. We had a conversation off air. We can't talk about that one, but got a lot going on in Jacksonville.
I'll fill you in off here, Tony.
I'll get with you guys.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I don't think that.
He caught me first. He saw my eyes. I was
That
like,
story does not need to come to
Catch that
light.
up.
Shit. All right, cool.
when I become mayor, Franco's gonna leak that story.
Well, I'm actually
No,
curious.
I'll blackmail you. But like, if I don't become your right hand man, that story's going out to the public. That's
How did he get appointed head of public affairs?
exactly. Everyone in his cabinet's black except for me. What the fuck? He's got to know something.
I'm trying to put.
You could take 100 guesses. You won't hit it.
You'll never know.
What do you guys think about
Oh
the
my
clown
God.
shoe?
Dude,
BMWs?
one of actually like my favorite car. I love the fact that it was kind of ugly. You know what he's talking about?
No.
Clown shoe. So there was a hatchback Z3 with an
Yes!
M motor.
Oh,
Yeah, they call it a clown shoe.
I didn't know that was called clown
Yeah,
shoe.
it's got an M3 motor in it.
Oh, I didn't know that was a
Dude,
clown
one
shoe.
of
I've got
the
a
best
buddy
cars.
that got a. It wasn't
They're
the
so
M
tiny,
clown
though.
shoe.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's so tiny.
It wasn't the M clown shoe, and then he ended up finding one
does look
online.
like a clown shoe,
but
now
he
think about
had
it.
like a whole motor. They were building something that could hold like 1,500 horsepower.
Oh my God.
So he sold it. Now he's put it. I mean, it's in really
love that
really
car. I
good
really do.
They
condition
called it a clown shoe, though.
Yeah, they call it clown shoe
because it looks like a clown shoe.
It does not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Those things. That and honestly, you know what I like a lot too? The 1M, not the M1,
Yes.
the 1M. They came in like that orange color. Mm-hmm. Fucking really cool car. They're really expensive now. You can't get
That
your
was
hands on
actually like
those.
my first real introduction to BMW.
Really?
My brother-in-law's mother had a 135i. It's not an
Yeah, I
M1
remember
or
those.
1M.
Yeah.
That was like a
convertible?
rocket.
No.
Yes.
That
Wait.
was a rocket.
Yeah, there's a
1M
turbo
did
in
not
that
come
thing.
convertible.
No. It was a 135i.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
135i, yeah.
It was, I mean, we were 15, 16 years old. We just got our licenses. That car was a rocket, and it had the DCT. So you'd launch that thing, and it would just leave black marks all the way down
Yeah.
the road. We
11s.
burned the tires on that
Those
car.
are cute.
I love those cars. Honestly, it's funny. I was actually looking at buying another F80. I put an offer on one today. Last episode, I put an offer on an R8. Now I put an offer on an F80. I'm telling you, one day I'm going to show up and I'm going to have a new car. You guys be like, what the fuck?
Would you keep the Porsche, though?
Porsche's not going anywhere. Until I can't afford that car, it's not going anywhere. The Porsche's only going to go to either be replaced by a GT3 or if I can't afford it. That's the only way it's going to go. I fucking love that car. I really do love that car.
Suits you.
I don't know if it
the
suits me.
wheels.
That's the problem. It's not rowdy enough. That's the only thing I don't like about it. But I love being able to drive it every single day. If I could afford that and a GT3, I would keep both.
It's sexy.
Listen, I think that in that short period, compared to the G80 to what you've been driving your Porsche, I would say like 1,000 times Porsche. You've been driving that car a lot.
Yeah, I know. But you saw the last time in the fucking parking lot. I cannot swing that car for shit. It just wants to grip.
No, it have to be something.
It was wet out too. Like I got it to go, but it wouldn't stay going.
It's got too much save your ass in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's too much.
But
many
in the
nannies
chat,
on it.
Andrea says time to tune it. So I guess with more power, it'll break loose. But it was weird. I got it to break loose, but then mid
You had
drift,
moments.
Well,
Yeah, you had moments.
but mid drift,
Yeah.
it would like grip again.
Are you sure you had like everything?
Everything was off. Everything was off. It was in fucking Super Sport
because
or
it
Sport
had.
Plus,
I mean,
whatever it's called.
it would. He would slide and then it would just lock.
Up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It was actually kind of embarrassing.
And you missed all the fun in the parking lot that night.
You did.
James was. We have to show that. James was on without a shirt on the ground.
Oh, I saw
Franco
that.
was on his
Titties,
knees.
yeah.
I saw that.
And he's fucking dry. Let me know when you guys are done.
Yeah.
Let me know when you guys are done. James is on his back in the fucking pouring rain.
Yeah.
He has no pants on, no shirt on.
Wait, what?
I mean,
You have pants on?
Excuse me?
Wait, did he have
I mean,
pants on?
I
He had pants on.
I had pants and a shirt on.
But then he got
I'm
naked in his
confused.
car
Oh,
to
naked in his
leave. He
car,
got
right?
No, I'm
naked. He got
confused.
naked in his
You weren't
car.
changing a tire. You were on the pool. How was
It
that?
sounded like we were in the
Yeah.
pool. No, it was fucking.
AAA would have been
it was,
2.5
it was
hours.
raining. The screw
And
was
they
like on
wouldn't
the.
have had fucking center locks for him
Yeah.
Yeah.
to take that off. So he pulled the nail out.
Yeah.
We plugged it.
And keep the nail was like almost on the inside.
Yeah,
of the
it was a
tire.
bitch to get.
Yeah.
And
So-
then he starts the car. He's fucking dying of fucking.
I
carbon
took a
monoxide
shower.
poison.
I
Oh
took
my
a
God.
shower when I got home and still smelled the exhaust.
Really?
Yeah.
sorry.
The next morning, I was like,
I
I
felt so
just,
bad.
I feel like I still smell it.
I kept thanking him over and over.
My
I'm
head
I
was
feel
like
so
right
bad.
next to the exhaust.
But no.
we had to use like a canister of like the Fix-A-Flat.
You would think
to
of-
bang the damn
Yeah.
reamer into the tire.
I'm gonna tell you right now, guys. Congratulations. You know, you're ready for a rally. You know, okay.
He should keep fucking Get Fueled meal gift cards in his fucking car for that reason alone.
I should have.
He's gonna run up by Jen. I'll should beat his ass.
I should have. Exactly. I got to run it by my partner.
You gave out what?
It's like shit. No, that was
No,
it
that's
was
not true.
that screw was like
It was long.
Yeah, it was a big
I
sheetrock
think
screw.
we should do it again because hey, listen, that day that I was like going by the well-known avenue in Mexico, right? It was like really early in the morning, and you put the car doing a couple donuts like this.
What car?
Your car.
Oh,
The
my car that
Porsche.
morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
It slid a little bit, but it stuck. Maybe it was just me. I don't know.
Yeah, but you did it like so smooth that day. Like it's like,
We have video
gosh.
of that? We have video of that?
No.
No? Okay.
No, I don't think so.
You know what's funny? That day you got the flat after
Yeah.
we recorded the last podcast, this was my recollection. This is how I remember it of Tony driving by. I get a call, I got a text message from you. And like, oh, I got a flat, whatever. I'll see you guys. I'm like, no, we're going to come back and help you out. I roll my window down because Tony's pulling up on the right side of me. He rolls the window down. Everything good? And he keeps driving. Goes to give me a chips to say, yeah, Furlan's got a flat. We're going back. Everything good? Just drove right by.
Well, and then I was
And the other guy driving on in the back.
I'm just kidding. I'm breaking your balls. But that's how I remember.
Yeah, no, but I saw that. I was calling because I thought that it was you. It's like I'm gonna call him.
Yeah.
Because you pulled over and you
but
had your
you sound
hazards on.
you're-
I did pull
you're
over because
good.
I was trying to figure out what the story with him was.
Yeah,
I
didn't wanna-
texted
yeah.
you,
And then you know why I didn't stop either because I was thinking, oh, I have the all the tire kit. Then I remember I had the RS. The freaking thing doesn't have a trunk on it.
Yeah.
And I
don't
didn't
have
want
anything.
I didn't want to text you guys, so I was trying to like do the AAA thing, and I was trying to.
Now
do
you would have been there
like,
forever, bro.
No, hey,
You would have been there
listen.
forever.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
even though
"No man
when I
left
called you
behind,"
back,
over
when I
there.
was at home, I was thinking like,
No,
I'm
he
gonna
did check in. He
drive
checked
back.
in. He checked in.
And then they would have towed the car. They
Yeah.
wouldn't have fixed
Yeah.
it. Did you get your tire fixed or repaired?
I replaced
BMWs,
them. Yeah, I
right.
replaced them.
Let's get back to the BMW thing.
German cars. You were talking about German cars. Boy, I will ask you something and you have really good data about it. All right? So I'm going to go sideways a little bit and I'm going to ask you Audi. Because BMW and Audi, they are really, really, really close.
So is Porsche and Audi.
It is? Okay, well, it now is up.
BMW is technically the only
Volkswagen group. Yeah.
BMW to me was actually the only sidestep because I have been a Volkswagen guy my whole life. My first car was a 2000 Golf, 2-liter, non-turbo, made like 99 horsepower, I think, or maybe even 100. I don't remember. But it was a manual. And then I went to a GTI, a few GTIs since then. I jumped to an Audi. Another Audi. Like if we
I had an
listen,
A3 wagon with the blow-off valve.
did you really?
Hell yes.
Fucking great
Lowered
car.
on some 19 BBSs.
The 2-liter turbo.
Oh.
Yeah.
The TSI motor.
Yeah.
Fucking great car.
Yeah. It was like it looked gray.
Yeah.
Like a dark, like a metallic gray, and then the light hit it with like you see like a hint of like purple.
I think it was
in there.
Dolphin Gray. They actually called
What was it
that.
called?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I believe it was.
I
actually
drove to
Dolphin Gray.
Jacksonville.
What's in
I
Jacksonville?
drove to Jacksonville to swap with a guy.
We'll find that out.
So I wanted
His wheels?
I wanted an E500.
Oh.
And my
You went to trade that
nephew
car?
here in Orlando had an E500. He's a BMW guy. If he was here, he'd be creaming out on BMWs right now.
Right.
There you go.
Long story short, so I wanted his E500. He wanted a G35. I found a guy in Brunswick, Georgia that had a G35. And
Infinity?
he wanted my Audi.
Yeah.
So I drove to Jacksonville, got there 9 p.m. at the Applebee's off of 95. We swapped titles, and I drove back into Ocoee and met Jay at the Walgreens and swapped titles. Yeah. So I gave him the G35 that he wanted, and I got the E500. It was like a 3-car
So
trade.
that exact scenario right there, we
Yeah.
talked about briefly last time how many bikes I had. That's the kind of shit that I would do.
I love stuff like that.
I
Oh my
loved
God,
it.
dude. Yeah.
I would drive to weird places, do fucking shady deals.
Yeah, we
swap
run game on
titles.
people all the time. My name was Mark.
Yeah.
I'd show up like, hey, I'm Mark. And it's
Why'd you put Furlan on the title?
Yeah,
that happened.
I'm selling it for
when
my
Jay and I
friend.
were in Tampa. I know he remembers this story. Yeah, yeah.
it's so funny.
Going off track, but yeah.
So yeah, so
What do you guys think of BMW? What do you think about the i8?
I know someone who personally who loved that car, wanted that car for so long,
Yeah.
actually finally bought one and bought it
Yeah.
used. And believe it or not, your mind's gonna be blown in a second here. He went through 5 motors from BMW, all from the dealership, and they were all fucking lemon low. At the end of it, I think he ended up suing and he ended up whatever. But 5 fucking motors blew on that car.
2 of my friends have. Well, Justin Gatlin. I don't know if you guys knew Justin.
You told me about
Gatlin
him
is.
last time, yeah.
He has one. He loves it. I only drove it one time. I had to pick it up from the airport for him. And then my son's basketball coach. He's had nothing but good experiences with his.
She had a bad experience.
Oh my God, yeah. She finally got rid of it. She said the car cost her like almost $20,000 in repairs just over and
It's
over.
a shame
and
because it's a
over.
good looking
It
car.
looks sexy.
It's
It is.
carbon fiber.
Yeah.
You know, it has I think it has a carbon fiber like.
Yeah, when I
tub.
drove it, I felt like I was in a Batmobile.
It's a great car. I mean, great looking car, but
Until you gotta get out of it.
Yeah, until you get out of it. It's a pain in the ass.
Oh, getting out is
Yeah.
It's worse than getting out of the GT3 with the bucket seats.
Yeah, and listen, nobody wants that car out there. It's just a few ones
Yeah.
that they still love.
And you know, like I think that was BMW's attempt at a supercar, and they did a good job with the look of it.
Who was that guy that we met on Wawa that night?
Oh,
That was the guy
And-
with the his friend had a
GT500.
GT500 or GT350, I think it was.
Yes.
No, it was a 500.
Was it a 500?
Anyways,
Yeah. Anyway.
You remember that guy?
Yeah, he loves that car.
Yeah,
He has no
told us.
problems with it. I forget the kid's name.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of the cars I feel like BMW tried to do a supercar, and honestly they failed. They made it look good. Listen, had they put a fucking G80 motor in that car
With that look, yeah.
with that look, hell
You
yeah.
wouldn't be able to keep them on the lot.
No, 100%. A lightweight version of a
It's
G80
gonna
with
be
that
like
crazy
a,
look.
like a Corvette killer.
Oh shit, yeah.
Listen, we're not going to talk about that now, but by the way, you heard about the what is it called? The ZR1X?
ZR1X.
Yes, I was looking at a couple videos.
1250 horsepower.
Oh yeah,
Fucking crazy. We'll talk about that another
yeah.
time.
This guy, I don't know, joke.
So your A3.
Yeah.
Your A3.
Yeah. Oh, I
That-
thought you were going back to Jacksonville. And I was like, my eyebrow got up.
Oh
I was
my
like,
gosh!
Listen,
You want to be on Jacksonville
No,
right
he's
now?
looking at me, he's like,
if
no.
we,
keep talking
if we
about
keep
it.
talking about Jacksonville, we're gonna have to say on camera what happened.
Hell no.
It's the car you bought there. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so the A3,
Yeah.
that body style, I think it was that body style the year after that. The body style after that, they came out with the RS3, was only available in Germany as a wagon. That was one of my dream cars for the longest time. They brought the RS3 here, but only as a sedan. In my opinion, the RS3, dude, it is a fucking killer. It is a cheat code like the G80, in my opinion. That's the fastest car in Audi's lineup, hands down. Not from the factory.
Yeah.
You got to tune it, downpipes. You don't even really need like bigger turbos. You just do full stage 2 in that car, and you're
You're probably
running
gonna
high
put like,
nines.
Yeah, but here's the issue: is don't a lot of people run into like motor grenading issues with the RS3?
Nope.
I have a buddy that had an RS3. You get to a certain point and it blows up.
Well, if you're putting fucking 13, 14,
Oh, man,
1500
come
horsepower without
on,
the support
exactly.
mods,
I mean,
you're
if
not
you
making 1,300 horsepower in an RS3 unless you have like an IROS block and a built motor.
yeah, but I'm talking about a stage 2 car. You're running like high nines.
horsepower wise, what do you?
Yeah, but that's the
No,
thing.
no,
That's why you
high
know
nines,
the
high
freaking
quarter
car.
mile.
Like
Quarter
horsepower
mile
wise,
times.
what do you make
I don't
stage
know,
two?
But, that,
600,
but that,
700
that's,
horsepower?
that's your response right there.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
'Cause
you
I
can
will
go
say-
to the 90, you know, the 900s and that freaking thing and
No,
It's
it's
crazy how
9
it's
seconds.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
It's a
crazy
nine-
how
it's
attainable.
a high 9-second car in a stage 2.
yeah, but you
With
probably
the right
gonna have
tires
to-
and the right conditions, of course, but you could break the 9s.
It's crazy how attainable a 9-second car is nowadays.
Right now,
Correct.
Because a 10-second car used to be like blistering. fast.
Correct. I agree. When I was growing up, you put
Hey,
300 horsepower in a car. It was like,
yeah.
holy shit.
Everybody's now is on the quarters.
Like-
They're looking for that 8.
Manufacturers are running 9s and 10s now. That
Yes.
wasn't always the case.
100%.
So RS3, saying all that, I love it. It was a car that I actually considered buying.
Fucking love that car.
It's like baby R8. Like it had the sound.
But you got the Camaro instead. I'm not trying to be funny. What?
No, this was a couple
you-
cars ago.
Oh, okay.
The
I wasn't
problem is
trying
the
to be-
RS3 is like really
Can't
small.
shit on him for everything he
wasn't
does.
trying-
I know,
I
just,
wasn't
I just
trying
feel
to
like
be-
my life is just a bunch of like horrible decisions.
I liked it. I liked it.
No. I
He
mean,
looked at me like a parent about to scold their child.
I think it sounds
If
good.
you've got
No,
nothing
okay.
nice to say, don't say anything
Yes.
at all.
Stop being
yes,
mean.
mama.
But no, I think
Don't
it
say-
sounds
okay,
like
okay.
awesome. I used to watch videos.
What made
all
you
the
not
time.
get it?
It was too small.
Okay.
I mean, for
Really?
someone that's
You're
above,
tall, yeah.
above
Yeah,
6
yeah,
foot.
yeah.
So
I love that. I think it's spacious enough. It's a
Yeah.
great daily.
Well, it's about
I
the
drove a
size of a
GTI.
Lexus.
I drove a GTI.
well, it's like the size of a Lexus IS, and when I drive a
Ooh,
Lexus
yeah,
IS, I'm
that's
like,
too, yeah.
here's the pillar.
Yeah.
You know, it's a small little car for someone.
My
our
neighbor
size.
just bought one. My next door neighbor John, and he bought it in Kimura gray, one of the best colors in my opinion. I was so much more excited than he was to get that car because I'm excited for what's to come. You lower that thing, couple spacers,
We're still talking RS3. We're talking
RS3.
about Lexus.
No, RS3, RS3,
Yeah.
dude. Kimura gray.
I think it sounds great. I used to watch videos. There's one that just plays on repeat in my head, and it was like they were in a mountain range, and you hear it downshifting, and it sounds R8ish until he really gets on it, and you hear the turbos kick in.
that 5-cylinder turbo is
man.
nasty.
I think we need to go car shopping with
amazing.
James. I think it's time.
I think it's time too.
No,
RS3?
That's probably not the car I'd buy. You know what is interesting?
The three of us will co-sign for you.
is I don't need that. Is it the RS4? It's like the smaller. I'm trying to think. There was
RS4
a-
didn't come to the U.S.
Yeah, that's the little like sport hatch.
No,
Or
that's
like
a wagon.
SUV-ish.
That's a wagon.
There
The
was another
wagon
one.
is the
RS5?
A3.
The RS3 wagon, the hot hatch. That's the one you're thinking of.
Well, there was a bigger one.
It was the RS4 is bigger.
Okay, so it was probably that.
Yeah, but that didn't come to the U.S. as a wagon.
Yeah.
It came. In fact, the RS4 only came to the U.S. during one generation. It was a B7. It was a 2000, I think, 7 and 2008.
Yeah.
I don't know why they keep like
That thing would kill.
excluding the American market,
I agree.
U.S. market on the wagon style. Listen, you know what? I'm gonna go like a little sideways here, but you know that car that I love the most, the Panamera Touring. Oh my god,
Yeah.
The Panamera Touring is
Funky
funky
with good
gorgeous.
look.
wagons look sick.
So should we just change this topic and talk about wagons? Because honestly, it's one of my favorite topics ever.
Oh my
It's,
god, yeah.
Like the estate or wagon
The
market
estate
here
or
in
wagon
the
market.
US
You know how many
just
girls
isn't
I used
there.
to pick up
but,
in
like,
high school with my mom's wagon?
The Woody?
Yeah, it was
it a Woody wagon?
That was a Cutlass Oldsmobile with a wood grain on the side.
Man, listen,
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah.
do you remember when they just brought to the market the freaking Mazda 3, you know? But
The
they had-
MPV?
yeah, no, the
Okay.
car,
The MPV
you know,
was actually
they
the
was
Mazda
the
MPV.
Mazda 3,
Yeah.
and then the hatchback version of it, you know, and the other car, the sedan, it was looking like lame, but the hatchback version of it, you know, with a like 20-inch wheels, you know, chrome
20s
style,
back
like,
then. I don't even know
oh
existed. That's-
gosh! But then I mean, I'm not gonna talk about a car. It's saying like wagons, they have this versatility, right? And they're like so daily to have.
Besides dailying, but when I was a kid, I used to love the wagons. Like not even wagons. I used to love hot hatches like GTIs and fucking.
the speed.
GTI 's
three.
always
But I
been
would love
sexy.
them because you put girls in the back, put the seats down.
Oh my
You know what I'm
god!
saying?
Yeah.
Sneak them into the movie, into the drive-in.
Driving.
Yeah.
Jesus, your
Yeah,
age.
we not
so-
that old now.
Where do you have a fucking drive-through? A drive-in.
Why do you have a mattress on
Yeah,
the back?
why is there a mattress and
Drive-in,
pillows and a blanket
yeah,
here?
man.
Yeah.
Damn. Show my age to drive-in.
Drive-in.
And the rotary phone.
But yeah, listen. I mean,
Jesus.
I'm
wagons.
going back even further. I'm thinking of the Flintstones. The fucking Dino pops his head out the fucking.
Because even though I'm gonna go back in time right away, Delta Lancia. There you go. You have a Wagon that is
That's
really
when
badass.
hot hatches became hot hatches, bro. That thing
Exactly.
was, I mean, for the time, it was crazy. I mean, I wish we had Sebastian here to talk about that car.
Oh my God,
And by
yeah.
the way, thank you so much for that car, Sebastian. He let me drive that car, and I was just fucking totally in love with that thing. It was one of my dream cars because I grew up in Italy, and I would see those cars, and it was incredible to me. And he actually has, I think he has 2 of them. He let me drive a modified one. It was. They say don't meet your heroes, but in this case, it was the total opposite. I loved every moment of driving that car. It was the Lancia Delta.
Oh my God, yeah.
Don't even know what that is.
I'll put a picture on the screen. The Lancia Delta is it's the old rally car. It's the fucking car that won like World Rally Championship. I don't know what year, I don't know the stats of it or anything like that, but it was just an old Italian fucking turbo.
I think I can picture it.
It
now.
was just angular, like
Yeah.
sharp
angles.
One of my favorite cars in the world.
Oh my God.
Love
that's
that thing. But you know what? I also really, really like as far as wagons are concerned. I like the E63S.
Driven a couple of those.
The E63S
That's
wagon.
badass.
But I like it also because nobody else likes it, or at least no car people like it. But regular people look at that car and they're like, oh, why do you want a station wagon
Yeah,
for?
it is a yeah,
In
yeah,
that matte blue, that matte
Sick.
royal blue.
It's that little ugly dog. That,
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
Yes,
It
exactly.
is special just because that it's not beautiful. Let's say
No,
that.
it's not beautiful.
But it's such a piece.
Yeah.
You know, it's unique and
like
it's
600
totally
horsepower.
different. Yes.
It's got fucking crazy power. I mean, it's.
yes.
I honestly, I think one of the best looking wagons is the new RS6.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
The RS6 to me is see, that was actually a dream car for
They
me.
come stock 22s, right? On it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a dream car to me, honestly, even more so than the Porsche.
Really?
In fact, I had the conversation with him recently. I actually really, after I bought my wife the Q8
Yeah.
as a daily for her, because we went through the Cayenne, she didn't like it. She had the Macan, it was too small, she didn't like it. She drove the new Q8, freaking fell in love with it, especially the Prestige trim. I drove for a couple days, and I said to him right away, I'm like, don't kill me, but I'm really considering getting rid of the Porsche. Why? What are you going to get? I'm like, I don't know, either an RS Q8 or an RS6. I think to me, there's nothing better than one of those. As a
I need to
daily
drive
driver.
one of those see on a rally to see how it handle.
That'd be an amazing rally car.
RS6.
You could bring a shit ton of stuff with you.
Comfortable as fuck.
Really, really comfortable. But, you know, they're 140.
But you know me, if it's not loud, I gotta,
You
I
can
gotta,
be
I
loud.
gotta
It's got
make
the
them
RS
scream.
Q8.
You can make it loud. It's a
Turbo
V8.
V8.
I gotta make them
Twin
scream.
turbo V8, 600 horsepower. It can be loud. You know, not your car loud because yours is naturally
at that
aspirated.
point,
Turbo's gonna dumb that
you
down.
almost pretty much like at the same point as the Lamborghini Urus because that's an Audi.
Yeah.
It's the same motor.
It's the same exact motor. Yeah, it's a little slightly detuned.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't like the douchebaggery that comes with fucking owning a Lamborghini Urus. People buy that car because they don't know anything else. Like, if you are a smart person, unless you really like the way the Urus looks, the RS Q8
It's the
is
same
the
thing.
exact same
Yeah.
car. You know, it looks a little different.
Little features, a little different feature on the outside.
Yeah, a little tiny bit, but I mean,
I
pay the
believe
Lamborghini
that.
tax.
Yeah,
And you save about, what, 40 grand?
It is
100 grand ish.
Over 100.
Really?
Yeah, those Uruses are-
Urus is marketing at best. You know,
100%.
Yes.
It's nothing like the Puro Sangue, the Ferrari.
Ooh.
That's a 12-cylinder. It's got fucking suicide doors. It's like four like what do you call those? Like racing seats in them, like
and it
bucket
looks like a
seats.
Mazda 7.
Yeah, it looks like a
While we're
Mazda
talking
7.
about
It
that, a
actually
lot of
does.
people don't know the Urus is an Audi.
Yeah.
They don't.
Oh,
They
yeah,
don't. A lot
exactly.
of people don't know that.
And that's why he was
Yeah,
saying,
they
like,
take 'em apart.
sidestep a little,
Yeah.
talking about, you know, it's kind of similar.
Yeah.
Volkswagen owns Audi, Porsche, Lamborghini,
Mm-hmm.
well, Bentley and a bunch of other shit too. But that's where the similarities are. Like, if you look at literally a Turbo GT,
Mm-hmm.
RS Q8, Lamborghini Urus, and a Volkswagen Atlas R-Line. No, I'm just kidding. That last one didn't.
The Atlas is sexy though.
No, but all three of those cars are pretty much the same platform.
Yeah, they're pretty similar. Cayennes and Atlas Touareg.
Yeah.
Not Touareg, no,
Not
I'm sorry,
Touareg,
but
no.
the Atlas.
The Atlas, yeah.
Well,
Well, I'm talking about
they're
the
pretty similar.
performance as well, like the RS Q8, the Urus,
Engine wise,
and
yeah, all right.
the Turbo GT. They're all pretty much same. What are they? Twin turbo V8s?
Turbo GT is
600
V8,
horsepower?
648, yeah.
Oh, it's over 6.
Yep.
That is such a crazy car. When I drove that car for the first time, dude, that car was amazing to me. We went to go pick up my Porsche. You were driving that. I was driving the M3. He wanted a last run in the M3. I gave him that. I took the Turbo GT. So comfortable, so good looking,
And he's so eager
so
yeah.
eager to fucking go. It really is. That's a car you really, really got to drive. Are you keeping that car?
Yes, that's a keeper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that's my wife. I mean, I don't have any authority, in that decision. But I mean,
Well, that's what you said about the Targa too. But
the Targa.
Yeah.
That's what I'm driving today.
are you really? You
Yeah.
took that out?
Oh my god.
4S, baby.
Yeah.
That's why we didn't hear you pull up. That's why we didn't hear you pull up
Yeah.
because it's a little.
No, the other one. Yeah.
quiet.
No.
It's like a hybrid.
A little loudy.
All right, so
We forgot one wagon. The CTS wagon.
Oh,
I mean, I didn't forget about it. I didn't
It's
want to
just-
include it.
It's a Chevy product.
It's a Chevy product.
Oh my God.
nice, but that's
We're
the
talking
one
about
wagon
good
that you
cars.
associate with like
Because
old people.
Germans-
No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No one does like
It's
that.
a
No.
beast though.
I feel like, the Audi's like a scalpel, and then the CTS wagon's just like beating it with a hammer.
Bull in a china shop.
Yeah.
For sure, 100%. That's the thing about American manufacturers. They just put big horsepower into things and they neglect everything else. Fuck the handling.
It didn't
we got a
handle.
crazy motor in it.
The Camaro handles.
Well, he doesn't have the motor. It's either or. You can't have both. That's what I'm saying.
I saw a video online, and it was a family. It was a Christmas video. It's funny, and they had a Christmas tree on top of the CTS wagon, cammed, loud exhaust, ripped the biggest burnout you'd ever see, and just kind of went off into the distance, faded off into the smoke, and it was Happy Birthday or Merry Christmas.
And
Damn.
it rode it on the tires?
No, it was like on screen.
Oh.
but like,
And that was a commercial for Caddy? For Cadillac?
no, it was just a video that somebody made on YouTube.
that's
funny.
But
That
it
sounds
was
like that would
it
have
was
been
great.
marketing for Cadillac.
That would be great, bro. Correct.
Maybe
No,
we'll bring it
listen,
back.
I like the CTS wagon. I just, I was talking more German cars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was talking more German cars. To me, nothing beats that RS6 wagon.
Man, I need to get out of the American cars. We're talking German, and I'm like, what? Oh, that.
Well, we
kinda-
said it in the last episode. You're the Seamus of the group. You know what I mean? You're the Seamus of the group.
There's always
maybe-
one
maybe
rebellious
it's
child.
He's the American, portion
He's a
of
good
the
old
cake,
American boy.
Yeah, American.
We did miss one, but we didn't get that in the U.S., and that was the RS4, which is basically the same thing as the RS5, same motor.
But like in a Q5-ish.
No, this is the S4, the Audi S4, their sedan, performance sedan.
Yeah.
They make it as a wagon, same exact motor, just tuned more. Same motor as the RS5, the B9 RS5.
I must be thinking of something else because there was one that looked really good. It was more of like Q5 but smaller, and it had that same motor. Is it not the RS5? Regardless, it's not a wagon. It's a little hatch, but
No, it's not that. But the RS4 is a car that everyone that's a big fan of the Volkswagen Audi group. They want that car here, and it never made its way here. The RS4 never came here. They gave us the RS5 in sedan, in coupe, and in
Usually America
Sportback.
ban those cars because they're small, but they have like big freaking engines on it.
But you know what is coming here though? The M5. Supposedly that what is it, the G90 or some shit? I don't even know the generation. The new generation
Estate.
M5 is coming here as a wagon.
I heard about
but
that.
they're still not
big,
bringing the
heavy
M3
thing.
estate over.
The M3 estate there was a rumor about that. I don't know if it was ever confirmed or denied, but see, that would have been amazing. I actually saw the most amazing spec, one of those things online. It was all black, a wagon, it was overseas, and the interior, everything, talk about everything in the interior was like highlighter lime green. It was so crazy. It was so crazy. Such a crazy, I gotta find that thing, but it was one of the most amazing specs in my opinion.
Makes you wonder why they don't bring stuff like that over because I mean those models would they're enthusiast cars, I guess. They would kill with that M3.
They don't think
Maybe
it'll
not as
sell.
good
They just don't
as-
think that it's going to sell in the
Yeah.
U.S. That's the thing.
Not as good as a sedan, but
The M4s has some sexy interior. It's like I think I've seen a lime green one.
Look at this interior.
oh my
Oh
god.
wow.
Man, that's green.
Bright.
Wow.
And the exterior is black. It's crazy.
Apple green.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Apple green, man.
So crazy. It's got to be a custom interior. It's got to be.
You know that when I had the GT3, it came out to my mind, wrap that car in something like that, like lousy, like You know.
You know, I loved your car, but I did feel like the white kind of subdued it a little bit. I feel like that car needs a loud color. And that's why my current dream car is a 992 GT3 in shark blue. Shark blue is just the bee's knees for
That
me.
interior
It's
is
awesome.
sick. But I wonder if you don't get like tired of that color, you know, once you own it, you know.
With the the lime.
Yeah, the
apple green?
The apple green, something.
Good news is you can always change it.
If it's not a daily and it's like how we the
And the
rally
special
stuff
car,
and the
yeah?
special, then you're
maybe.
like hello baby. But every morning, especially when you have a headache to go to work, hello.
Better like glare. You tint your windows and now all
Yeah, I
you
don't
see is
know.
that
I think
green.
there is the Stratman that have now these SBJ, Lambo SBJ that is
With
pink.
the pink, yeah.
Yeah.
The pink interior.
Yeah, it
Or
looks
DDE
sick.
with the that light blue interior in the Murcielago.
Oh, that
they
car
say it
is
all the
sick.
time. Like
DDE, that color is sick.
yeah, but
That
they
car,
say
that aspect, he did it right.
the glare from the windows because the blue dash.
That's right. That's actually, yeah, a light color dash. I even like, my wife has this fucking bad habit of every time we're in the car, if she has any papers or anything in her car, she puts it on the dashboard.
dash.
And when you have a white piece of paper on the dashboard, you see nothing but reflection, and annoys the shit out of me. So I can only imagine what it's like to have a light color dashboard.
So
Blinding.
I'll leave him out of this. I have a friend that owns a business in Tampa. He did a pink Lambo.
Surprised it's not Jacksonville.
He did a pink Lambo for a celebrity, and it was all white on the interior.
Oh,
And it's
really?
all white, dash, everything. He said when he was delivering it to the house, he had to keep his head out the window because the glare was so bad he couldn't see out
Did
the
the
window.
customer
Yeah.
actually like it? Did he appreciate it? Did he change it? Or no?
No, he said he has no idea how the customer drives it or whatever. So yeah,
Only at night.
I guess.
Jeez. I wanna pivot a little bit. I want to talk about something real quick. I actually wanna introduce a segment that I want to try to incorporate into these podcasts. I want to start, since we're shift talkers, right? We talk shit about people's cars and in cars in general, right? I want to make it a segment. I want people to send us photos and videos of their cars, and I want to just do roast my ride.
All right, roast my ride.
I would love a segment to be
Wow.
called Roast My Ride. So if you have a car that you want us to roast, right? Send it to us. Send it to us on Instagram. Just shoot us a DM. I think it'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, it'd get
It's
them
like
off my
that
back for
guy.
sure.
I was gonna mention you. I was gonna be like, someone's gonna send us James Camaro.
I said it'd get them off my
I'm
back
gonna
for
be
sure.
the first one sending some. You saw that guy with the blue Porsche with a shit ton of stickers on it.
Which one?
Oh,
The one of the rallies?
Oh
He
my
has stickers
god,
on
we
it?
need
Ooh.
to talk
Yeah.
about that.
I mean, I'm not. Don't name the name,
It's
but
Shark Blue. It's an older gentleman that owns it, and it's a little overdone. He just did too much. You know what I mean? Like
stickers on the
bomb,
windows.
stickers on the
yeah,
car.
sticker bomb, but
Yeah, just like-
it looks like a freaking taxi, man.
Yeah, it looks like something
There's one
Puerto
stick-
Rican in the Bronx would fucking drive.
Yeah, just put the ears and the freaking tail on it, you know.
I like
the
that.
big
Roast my
lofter
ride.
on top, you know.
Yeah, he had a lot of shit going on.
Speaking of stickers,
yeah.
sorry, man, there's one sticker that's been irking. God,
What?
I can't say because a few of my friends have them on their cars, but it was cool when you first saw it, and now it's like patient student driver. You see them on every.
Oh, that's the sticker you're talking about?
Oh my god. Yeah. It's like.
Yeah.
Roast my ride. I like it.
It's actually pretty funny. You know what? It makes me think of a story that I did. I had a story. Something happened to me in New York when I used to live up there. I had a friend of mine. I won't mention his name. Boy Wonder. I won't say his name. It was Boy Wonder. Went down into Manhattan, and I had this bumper sticker. It was like a magnet, right?
Yeah.
And it read "I heart," with a heart,
Yeah.
black cock.
Oh, jeez.
So I literally put that on the back of his car, and we drove from Long Island all the way down to Manhattan. And when we got out of the car in Manhattan, he said to me, he has a blue S4 at the time. And he's like, yo, this car's getting a lot of attention. I'm like, bro, it's such a nice car. Like, why would it not get attention, you know? I mean, it was the greatest thing. Like, he was genuinely so, like, appreciative of the fact that he was getting attention in his car. He was like, this is actually kind of cool, you know? And then, like, I don't know what he did. I think we had, like, because we're both photographers and we go and, like, shoot the cars or whatever. He goes to grab his camera gear out of the trunk and he sees the sticker. And he turns to me and he goes, really? That's why I'm getting all this attention? I'm like, hey, what you do in your own time has nothing to do with me, buddy.
You start to
That's
wonder
what you
why there's
like?
a bunch of Dodge Magnums honking.
Right. Oh, damn.
Hellcats didn't exist at the time.
No.
So yeah, it was definitely a bunch
There's
of
a
Dodge
bunch of
Magnums.
Teslas honking them.
Dude, it was the greatest thing in the world. The greatest thing in the world. I told
Yeah.
everyone at work that story, and they were going nuts.
That's
It
gonna
was
be another
honestly
too.
the
We
best
A
talk
thing.
bunch,
about, like,
a bunch of
bumper
banshees,
stickers.
you know, following the guy.
Yeah. Dirt bikes and shit. Yeah, it was actually pretty amazing. So roast my ride. Send us your ride. We're gonna roast it in the next episode. Hopefully we have enough submissions.
Yeah.
If not the next episode,
I
the
got
next
one.
5 episodes.
I
Either
got
way.
one you can do right now.
What's that?
I got one you can do right now.
Really?
Let's go for it.
Do mine.
It's mine.
Want us to do yours?
Hey! That's like a federal agent's car, though.
Man, that screams cop like
It does.
everywhere.
scream hard.
What? Oh, cop. I thought you said cock.
Yeah. No.
Sorry, sorry.
I think that you're still, on that topic over there,
I love Black Cop.
I love black
No,
cop.
listen,
Cop.
hey, that one.
That does
you know,
scream cop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Oh, look at he's
my
been in
God,
that.
look at
Listen,
that.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't have much to roast on this car because honestly, it's
actually
factory.
sexy.
It's
Yeah.
a good looking car. It's factory. You know what I mean? It's not like you have like stupid cheap fake wheels on it.
You know what
bunch
you
of
need on there? You
stickers.
need eyelashes on the headlights.
Yeah, if you had stupid
Like-
shit like that, I feel like you'd
Like
more to roast.
Those Beatles with the
Yeah, oh,
eyelashes.
dude.
Is it
that
my
man-
favorite car? No, of course
pull up
not.
pull up a picture of the Beetle RS.
All right.
The Beetle RS.
There's nothing to roast about that car.
I like the Beetle RS. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I do like the Beatles.
I actually told Jose this originally, but because he has a GT3 RS, and I told Tony to do it too. Take off the sticker on the side of the GT3 RS,
Yeah.
and then put in the same exact font Beetle RS, because I jokingly say
Yeah.
that Porsches look like Beetles, and he's got a GT3 RS, and they make a Beetle RS, so I think it'd be like the most fucking you could it's just
Nonsense.
amazing trolling to pull up to a car show in a $500,000
Or your
car.
tag could say that Beetle RS.
No, I would because unless you're looking at that, you probably won't even notice it. In the same font, Beetle RS instead of GT3 RS.
Yeah, they already did that.
They did that?
It looks sick.
Who's seen it? Who's done it? I've never seen it.
They're being AI.
Oh, but yeah, but like actually pulling up in a fucking
I know,
to a
like,
car event
no,
with that,
no,
that'd be
nobody.
amazing. No one would realize that.
I don't know, maybe Halloween.
You should
yeah,
definitely do it. You should definitely do it. I think that would be amazing.
That
would be amazing.
great.
Look
Look at that.
Beetle
That's a
GT
sick car, though.
Beetle GT3 RS.
No, that's
Those are
sick.
nice.
Beetle RS.
That could be the we were talking about getting an official Shift Talkers car.
No, you don't like the Mark III?
I like the Mark
IV?
III. Yeah, I need
Lincoln
to
Mark
start looking
IV?
for those.
You
I
don't
can
like
find
that
one
one?
on Marketplace.
No, listen, that wasn't a good segment. Honestly, I have not much to roast about that car. That to me wasn't bad. I mean, I feel like if you tried to do stupid shit to it and added all this
Yeah,
crazy
yeah.
nonsense to it,
Like
yeah.
if you put like 24s on
No,
it.
listen,
and,
hey,
like,
Lights and
let me tell you
stickers.
something. Genesis.
What about it?
Oh my God. Choose one. Either way, they're the same.
What do you mean? Like,
No.
Genesis.
The-
I would love to roll that car because
Really?
that car.
yeah,
Well,
I
are we
don't
talking
like
like
it.
Gen Coupe, or are we talking like the $100,000 like,
right. Because there's
long
a,
wheelbase Genesis?
there's
that has
Genesis
massage
like
seats in the back?
GV80s,
The
which are actually
GV80, yeah,
pretty.
yeah.
GV90, I think it is. That's actually pretty.
Yeah, I don't. Even though I don't know. There is
I almost bought it.
something-
I almost bought one.
Really? It's a fucking
There is
Hyundai, dude.
something.
It's a Hyundai.
Lexus is Toyota. Genesis is Hyundai.
I saw my
Acura's
friend.
Honda.
I saw my friend's
I
wife's,
know,
and it looked.
but Honda's actually a good car.
Yeah.
Hyundai's
it
not a
is.
good car.
Yeah.
Hyundai is not a good car at all, and neither is the Genesis. Sorry, not sorry.
I'm not disagreeing.
And even now the this Hyundai Elantra N that all the
What is
brokies are going
that?
nuts for.
Is that the ones that you have in the race team? Like
I
the
think they have a
Elantra?
race team,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think so.
Because they run at the Rolex sometimes in the the 4-door ones. Yeah, they're called the what? The Hyundai
The
Elantra
Hyundai
what?
N.
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 Oh.
It's like their fast letter.
Like nitrous.
I don't know.
Oh.
More like no power.
Oh.
All right, listen.
Speaking of Hyundai, I had the oh my god, my kids hated that car.
What?
No, the Hyundai the what?
Oh, Vic.
No,
He doesn't drive those in the back seat of those.
Chevy Impala.
no, I had the Hyundai, the 3-door one.
Oh,
It was
the Veloster.
the Veloster. I had a
Oh
Veloster.
my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, because I was doing a lot of driving. And I was like, you know what? And one of my buddies worked at Universal Nissan, so I went over there and I was like, oh, I want that. He's like, what is wrong with you? He used some other words that I will not say. and I ended up getting one, and I actually loved it. I lowered it, I put coils on it and everything.
That's a great roastable car.
Yeah,
That's a roast my
so
ride
actually,
car.
I end up and paid like, it was like dirt cheap. Had 12,000 miles. I think
it
I
to
paid
be dirt cheap.
but it was nice. I paid like
I got a quick story about
under
that.
20 grand.
Like
I
the
traded
Hyundai Tiburon. I
The
think.
Tiburon, I remember the
I
Tiburon.
traded that in to get my daughter the Scat Pack. Yeah, yeah.
You did
Jesus,
right.
you're just one bad decision after another.
It was
I
very
got a quick
impulsive.
story about that, and then we got to wrap it up because I don't want this podcast to go too long. I used to drive a truck in Manhattan. Right, I was out of Long Island City. It was a straight truck. It was I needed a fucking whatever a CDL for it, but it was when I first started driving a truck, and on the 59th Street Bridge in Manhattan, that's the one that leads into the city. Traffic all came like this. There was a Hyundai Veloster. Okay, the guy just bought it, and when I mean just bought it, he was driving to his house from the dealership.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. There's like a little piece of metal on the lift gate of the thing. It was like sticking out like this much
On
out the
your
side of the
truck.
truck on my truck.
Yeah.
And as I'm turning, the guy's just not fucking seeing me, and I'm not, I'm standing my ground. Make a long story short, I didn't know anything. I didn't see anything. It was kind of my fault too. Whatever. That little piece of metal grabs from the back of his fender.
No.
And I pull
Start
forward.
pulling.
It looked like a sardine can. It just accordioned all the way to the front of the car. I destroyed the quarter panel and the front door almost into the fender of that car. I genuinely felt bad for this guy. Like,
Who got the ticket?
no one got a ticket. We just called the cops. We fucking reported it. Whatever. Our insurance paid for it. It was the company insurance. But point is, I felt so bad because this guy probably like saved his money to
that's
buy this
the-
damn car. Even though I thought it was a piece of shit. I mean, it was his car, and he loved it, and I destroyed it on the first day. I felt so bad. But either way, that's my only like memory of the Veloster.
Probably you gave him a second chance, and he
was
went
gonna
right
say.
away to buy the car that he wanted.
Right, he
at
really
Burbank
wanted to
and
get that insurance check, and hopefully he bought something different.
We're on the topic of Veloster, and it's funny because I have a lot of memories in one because my brother-in-law had one,
Hey, man.
and he drove the shit out of it, blew the motor up in it.
Did you blow a tranny in it?
It wouldn't surprise me.
That could mean two things in 2025.
Hey.
Good.
So listen, let's wrap it up. All right. I think that was a really, really good podcast. I appreciate everyone for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like.
Share with your friends, your family.
Share with your friends and family, absolutely. And definitely send us your car, especially if it's modified. We would love to roast your ride. All right?
There you go.
We out.